GetLowered, thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. We are test riding the 2023 120th edition Street Glide Special. Of course, this is the special. You have the Prodigy wheels on this. You have that beautiful El Diablo color on it, of course. So let's go ahead and start her up. Oh, my hands are getting cold. Oh, we gotta turn that down. Turn that down. All right, so let's go ahead, turn her on. Man, this bike is beautiful. All right, this is a good looking bike. This is the Street Glide. Of course, I've test ridden this thing plenty of times, but this is the 120th edition. All right, guys, so it's different. It's got the heirloom fade red. Oh no, this doesn't have the fade. This is just the heirloom red with the bronze Prodigy wheels. Of course, this is the special. You have the extended saddlebags. You have the 114, and you have you have a couple extra components. I believe you have the heat deflectors. Are they on this thing? Or maybe that's the ST. But anyways, man, this bike. How much is this thing with the color option? Isn't it like 3,000, 2,900 for the color option? So you're looking at 32,000 for this. Man, it's a beautiful color. Look at, just look at the way the sun kind of shines on it. Oh, you can't see it because of the bat wing fairing. But man, this pearl red. Man, it's a beautiful color. I really like what they did with the 120 anniversary edition bikes. I just finished test riding the CVO. I really like what they did with these colors. I know some people, they would say better dead than red, but man, this bike, it's a beautiful color. I really like what they did with the badging. I've already mentioned this in a lot of my videos. I like this tank badging. Look at that gold, classic diamond with the eagle wings and everything on it. Just the fit and finish. Look at this. Is number 14 out of 1,600. Just the attention to detail. Like I said, the fit and finish of these bikes, it's amazing. It's Harley Davidson. Of course, you're paying that premium price, but I've always said this. All right, if you were to take this to a painter or anybody, if you're looking, why would this guy just anyways, if you're looking to get this painted by a painter or a shop or anything like that, you're paying more than 2,900 bucks. You're paying more than 2,900 for this paint job. Easily. I mean, this is easily a $6,000 paint job. Especially on a bagger where you have the saddlebags, you have the side covers, you gotta paint the bat wing fairing. I mean, nobody's doing this paint job on your bike for 2,900 bucks. Nobody. And I've already mentioned that, of course, in my other videos. Just the materials alone for this paint job, the materials alone, you're probably looking at close to 2,000 bucks. I mean, if you're doing this as a first timer, or just someone, if you were to ask somebody just buying this color, and of course, and with with the pearl in it, just a quart of red, not even this one, just your basic red line red, that's about $200. So if you're getting a gallon of that stuff or whatever, you still have to, of course, get the activators, the reducers, and then you have to get the clear coat, and then the activator for that, and then on top of that, the sanding, the labor, the hours. Not to mention spraying a pearl color is more difficult than just spraying your basic solid color. So 2,900 bucks for the color option on these 120th edition. It's well worth the money, guys. All right, it's a beautiful bike. But anyways, let's get on with the overall feel of the Street Glides. I mean, if you've ridden a Milwaukee 8 Street Glide, they're pretty much the same. They haven't changed. They haven't done anything to them. As far as the suspension, the frame, it's still the same. And you get that great Milwaukee 8, runs cooler than your twin cam, and there's more potential as far as the cams and stuff like that. All right, you can easily get 120, 130 torque depending on the tune out of these bikes with just a stage 2 with the cam, which is huge. All right, you can't do that on a twin cam. I mean, you could, but it's gonna cost you a lot more than, you know, $2,000. But yeah, I mean, the handlebars, they feel great. The placement, the rider positions, it's very comfortable. I am upright. I'm not, you know, leaning over or anything like that as far as, you know, drag bars or whatever. The floorboards feel great. My knees are bent, of course, just parallel to the, you know, to the fuel tank, to the ground. My legs, my thighs are straight. I'm not, you know, doing any of this jazz, or I'm not, of course, anything like that. I am very comfortable riding the bike. The suspension wise, you know, it could use a little bit of improvements, but I mean, not every road's going to be as horrendous as this one. This back road has a lot of imperfections, and you will notice it on a heavier bike, kind of like, you know, this, like the Street Glide. But the fairing, the wind protection, everything's very comfortable. I mean, my arms are down over here, but you know, it's still comfortable, even though I'm used to having 15, 16-inch bars on my you know, on my rides. I have a 15 and a half on my Sportster, and I have a 14 and a quarter or 14 and a half handlebars on my Lowrider S. So I am very much used to having taller bars, but I mean, this feels great. You know, I'm not complaining. The overall, of course, the you know, just the fitment, the rider position, it's very comfortable. I am very, very comfortable on this bike. So let's go ahead and get her up to speed right up around here. Watch out for, you know, the gravel. Let's kick it down. For some reason, there's something going on here. I don't know, there's something. You know what? I'm not sure what's wrong with the bike. There's something off. It wasn't responding at all. I don't know if I was in a higher gear, but I even downshifted. I downshifted on the bike, and it didn't seem to respond until it got up to like 3,000 RPM. I don't know if it's the clutch. Maybe it's too tight. I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't know. It just, maybe it was me. All right, maybe I was in a third gear. I never looked at the gear indicator. Maybe I was in fourth, thinking I was in third. I mean, that could be it. So maybe it was me, but it just didn't seem to respond as the other bikes. So maybe it is me. All right, maybe I made that mistake. Like I said, I never look at the gear indicator. So I was probably in a higher gear. Maybe I was in fifth, and when I downshifted it to, thinking to myself, I thought I was shifting down to third or second, but I downshifted it to probably 4th gear. I'll probably have to look at the footage, but we'll see what happens. Something's going on behind me. I don't know. Okay, these guys probably ride together, so maybe that's what's going on. But man, this bike is just gorgeous. Everything about it. Just, you know, the overall look of the bike, the 120th edition. I really like what Harley did, the pinstriping. You can see just the attention to detail, everything. The heirloom red, the tank badging, and then you have that red fade in the middle. I don't know what, maybe it's, man, I think the clutch is too tight. I think that's what it is, because my friction zone is not until basically it's fully extended. I think the clutch is too tight on the street glide, and that's just what happens with these demo rides. They'll take them in and they'll fix them, and then they'll do stuff like that. But maybe that's what it is. It could be maybe a mixture of both. Maybe I was in the wrong gear, and then I believe the clutch is a little tight. But that's just me. I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, I've been riding these bikes for a while. The Milwaukee 8. I've been, you know, I've been to plenty of these demo events, and I feel like the clutch is too tight. Alright, so stay tuned for more demos. We still have a lot of bikes to go.